But today I'll be doing the New Year's teacher tag. It was just a culmination of doing too many things, which I'm sure a lot of you can relate to. It's just the best. Hey guys, it's Chelsea from Teaching in Pearls and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I am a K-6 music teacher over here in Ohio and I post every week. I just did Vlogmas, which is like crazy that that's over because I got so used to daily vlogging, but I post every week classroom vlogs and day in my life and stuff like that, so welcome. I was super duper excited because Jen from Genuine Teaching slid into my DMs on Instagram and that was really exciting because I've been watching her and Charlotte, who's from Apples and Tiaras, and I'll post all the people who are doing this collab together. I'll post their videos in the description box, but I've been watching them since I started watching teacher YouTubers, since like basically my first year teaching is when I think I found them, and they were like definitely the OG teacher vloggers, so them reaching out to me is so exciting to me. But today I'll be doing the New Year's teacher tag, and I love that when she messaged me she said like the new year is usually a start for change, but for us like it feels like for teachers you just go back to the same old, but I do love the idea of like starting fresh and having new goals, even if it's not the new school year, just I don't know, some inspiration and some reflection on what's happened so far, because personally I teach all 650 kids at our school, so we will get a lot of new students when we get back to school, but I will have the same kids, the same schedule, same class, all that stuff. So here we go. All right, number one, what are some challenges you've had this school year? So I had a really rough semester this year. Like I had to take a break from YouTube. I had to step away from a part-time job I had for 3 years, and I still don't really know exactly what the catalyst was other than I was doing way too much. Like I had my hand, what's that? I don't even know what that phrase is. Hand in too many pots? Too many pots on the stove? What is it?
Oh, none of the above.
Stirring too many pots or something? Pots. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Too much on my plate?
No. Too much on my plate. There's something about too many pots on the pan or pins. Anyways.
It's a different one. That one's not working too well.
Anyways, I had too many things that I was involved in and I was giving my energy to too many places. So I pretty much in early September, late August had to sit down, decide what needed my energy, what needed my attention. And I think it worked out really well. But that like beginning of the school year this year was such a struggle bus for I don't know what. It just everything hit me at once. So it wasn't really like one big issue or one whatever. It was just a culmination of doing too many things, which I'm sure a lot of you can relate to. Number two, what are some successes you've had this school year? I had something really awesome, which also caused me a lot of stress and was led to that like breakdown I had in September, but it was so worth it because I took my choir students who are, they're not like hand selected, they don't have to audition, like basically any kid could sign up for choir, but they do have to have pretty good behavior. If they get suspended a lot, then they get removed and stuff like that. So anyways, I took them, I think there was 18 of them for this event, 16 or 18, and they got to sing the national anthem at a college football game. It was the coolest thing ever. We spent all day there. We took a bus over and that was really exciting for them. It was on a Saturday, which was obviously awesome for them, and then they sang national anthem. The people at the college were so nice, like the cheerleaders were congratulating them, and it was so cool. It was a really cool experience, and then we got to stay and watch the football game, and my family came too, which was fun, right Brandon?
What?
You came to the football game. That was so fun, right?
No, I didn't.
What? Okay, so there's that. Okay, number three, what has been one of your favorite lessons or activities you've done this school year? I know I have one, so let me think.
Wow, great content.
I'm gonna edit this out. I'm not gonna keep in me thinking for 10 minutes.
I hope not.
1, 2, 3, here we go. Turn into a jack-o'-lantern.
Okay, so that was my favorite activity, which you probably couldn't understand at all because that was kindergarten doing it. But it's not like anything I made up. It's just so fun, and it works for like all October, November, September even, fall season. It's called Pumpkin Pumpkin, and the song goes, pumpkin, pumpkin, round and fat, turn into a jack-o'-lantern just like that. And then there's a hand game that goes to pumpkin, pumpkin, round and fat, and then they grab hands, turn into a jack-o'-lantern, and they switch places, and then they go just like that, and then they turn their body 180 degrees, yeah, and they're facing a new partner. And every time I do it with grades K to 3, and every time they see their new partner, because they're all staying in a circle, I didn't explain that very well, whatever, they squeal and they get so excited, and you think that I taught them how to do a magic trick. They just think it is the coolest thing ever. So I love Pumpkin Pumpkin, and they just get so excited. I also, this wasn't a lesson, but one day I was in a really good mood and decided to prank a bunch of teachers, and we had this big box from Donors Choose because we got stools, and so I was having kids hide in the box and like jump out when their teacher came, so that was fun too. Number 4. Oh, my mom yelled at me because she said I touched my hair too much on my YouTube videos and on Instagram. Number 4, what are your must-have items for the classroom? So I guess there's like 2 realms of this. One is like affordable must-have items, and one is like bougie must-have items. Bougie must-have items, definitely a Cricut or something that is similar, because it is a game changer. This year I got a Cricut during Prime Day in the summer. Oh my god, it's the best thing ever. I still have not gotten enough use out of it for sure. That's one of my New Year's resolutions actually, but being able to like label all my stuff and like not have to order things off of Etsy because I can do it myself is the best. I'm actually going to be making shirts too for my choir students this year, probably in the spring, like as an end of the year gift, and I'll be able to do that all with Cricut, and it won't be expensive at all versus like having to go get them made. It's just the best. Now as far as more affordable things, obviously I love flare pens, I love teacher planners, that kind of stuff, but what I really would suggest, which isn't that expensive, is a personal laminator. Huge game changer, because most schools, all the schools I've student taught at, all the schools I've actually worked at, the laminators are not like brand new. If you have a really nice laminator at your school, that's fabulous. I've never taught in a school like that, and they're like, they all work differently, and you have to ask someone how it works and all that stuff. Personal laminators, game changer, and they're really not that expensive. I will link my Cricut and I will link personal laminator below because those are so good. Also, Expo markers are the best dry erase markers. Any other dry erase marker is just like, I don't even know why they exist, because Expo markers are the only ones that seem to last any decent amount of time. Last but not least, what are your goals for the remainder of the school year? So I do have personal goals. I guess my personal goal related to school is, 1, I cannot say yes to anything else because I'm involved in too many things already, and 2, I want to start using my Cricut more so that, did I call it a cry cut? I always get it messed up. It's Cricut, but I don't know what I said. That's definitely like a school related one, but it's not like a super necessary goal. As far as my lessons and stuff, 1, I want to develop a way better method of teaching ukulele in my room for K to 6 because so many of you have asked for that, and right now I'm using a bunch of different resources and I want to put them all into like one helpful thing for you guys that also will help me, because I still want to do ukuleles with K to 6, but I need more planning behind it this year. Last year was more of just like us getting used to them, us learning not to use them as toys and how to respect the property, and this year I really want to get into the more of the teaching, and I want to see how much I can do with my little tiny babies and their tiny baby hands. I also just want to be better about lesson planning. That's a goal for me all the time. I have a really bad problem of being really good at teaching on the fly and therefore not planning as well in advance as I should, because I just will want to do something one day, I'll be like, oh, that'd be really fun, and I just do it instead of like sitting down and thinking about it, which is like, obviously it's great to be adaptive like that, but also it would be nice if I wrote more stuff down, not only just for the actual like teaching of the lesson, but for future years I could go back and be like, okay, this is what I did this week, okay, this is what I did this week. So I definitely want to document better. I don't even, like, straight up lesson planning is meticulous when it comes to my type of classroom because I see 650 kids. I'm not going to make an individual lesson plan for all 28 classes I teach, but just some sort of guideline more of like what I did this week, what worked, what I would maybe change, just being better at documenting that. I also want to work more with my 3 to 5 kids on music theory so that next year we can really get into our ORF instruments and really be able to play some actual songs in the music classroom instead of just with my after school groups. But I only see them once a week, so it's really hard to set goals and say I want to do this, I want to do that, because when we have snow days and when we have Mondays off and when we have this and that, I only see them like 12 times before the end of the school year, which is crazy. So definitely just being more intentional about what I'm going to be doing before I do it instead of just like doing things on the fly would be a good resolution for myself. But so far, as far as my classroom goes, it's been going amazing this year, so I'm really excited to share more of that with you guys as we jump into the school year. I still have a week off. Right now you're seeing this on New Year's Day, but I have a week off. I don't go back till the 7th, so I'm really excited. But before you come at me, we did have to go till the Friday before Christmas, so we were in school a long time, so I'm going to enjoy these extra few days. I am sorry to those of you who are back to school this week. I will be praying for you, and I will see you guys later this week for some more videos before I go back to school. But for now, be sure to give this a thumbs up. Let me know if you relate to any of my challenges I had this year, and be sure to check out all of the other videos that I've linked below and all of their new year, new teacher resolutions and all that good stuff, and subscribe if you like it so that you can see more of my content. So I hope you're having a fabulous day wherever you are, and I will see you next time.